Hi guys, it's Scully Sati. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel to see what I see for the lovely sign of Pisces for July 16th through the 31st, 2019. And I just want to say that you guys are in for a special treat because I'm going to be using one of my newest tarot decks. It was actually a gift from a very dear person in my life, and it is called the Astatoth Tarot. Very, very wicked looking. You guys will see. It's all like in these golds and blacks, and I don't have anything like it, so I'm really excited to use it for the first time on my channel. So I just want to say, as always, guys, that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody who's watching, and that's totally fine. Just take what does resonate and throw the rest out. Don't make anything fit that does not feel right, okay? And, you know, feel free to check out any of the other lovely readers on YouTube because there are plenty, and I have my favorites as well. So, all right. Now that we have gotten all that out of the way, and now that you have hit the like button for me, I would greatly appreciate that. And Pisces, I just want to thank you because I'm actually getting your videos out first this time because you guys have been, for the past 2 times that I've released videos, you guys have been amongst my highest viewers, like highest amount of viewers. So I'm really appreciative of that. And for that, I'm going to actually put your stuff out first, okay? All right. Let's see what's going on for my beautiful Pisces crew for the second half of July. All right, guys. Pisces, Pisces. Okay. All right, guys. So what I'm seeing here is that some of you guys have some new things coming in the next couple of weeks here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is about the offering of something new in the financial realm. This is also one of my date cards. And this is coming about because you guys have been feeling like you've put a lot of work into something and you're just not seeing any kind of, you know, comeback from it. You're not really getting anything from it with the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm feeling what you guys have been a little bit divided about lately, and that's showing here with the Two of Swords, is, you know, deciding whether or not to let something go, let something die. Look how awesome that Death card is. Woo-hoo-hoo. And I feel like, you know, death is also about transformation and change. And it just seems like you guys are really divided about 2 different things here with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is also my card for the nice deep talk that you might need to have with somebody. Okay, let's look a little bit deeper. Let's see what this has to do with. Yeah, you guys have been feeling a lot of anxiety. I see here with the Nine of Swords here and the Ten of Swords that you guys have been really all up in your thoughts lately, okay? And I'm feeling like that's why, you know, you guys are having to make some kind of a decision in these next couple of weeks to be able to get yourself out of that feeling of stagnancy, okay? And I feel like what this does have to do with is learning about some truth here with the Ace of Swords. So whether or not you have, you know, recently come upon some kind of a mental epiphany about something you were thinking about letting go, or if that's coming in the next couple of weeks, I do feel like what it's going to do is it's going to help you to finally kind of reject some kind of an offer. All right, with the Four of Cups. Let's look a little bit deeper. Yeah. You guys have been really gaining a lot of strength here. And this is also about the Wounded Warrior card. Okay, so I feel like the Pisces that I'm picking up on, you guys have been through some hardcore shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like you have been kind of trapped between 2 options here, you know, wanting to keep something, put more work into it because you've already invested a lot of time and energy into it, or, you know, doing away with it altogether and starting on something else, okay? I do feel like you guys have some quick communication coming in here with the Eight of Wands. And I feel like it's because, you know, you're going to start to realize that you have options. You don't have to be stuck within 1 or 2 different things that you're choosing from, okay? Let's look a little bit deeper into this. Yeah, because you guys have been going through some, you know, feeling like you guys have been oppressed and feeling as though, you know, you have a lot of burdens to carry. And I do feel like this does have to do with the past here because you've been mourning with the Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups to me, you know, usually represents an emotional situation. And if you look closely at this card, you'll see that there have been 3 cups spilled, but then you've got those 2 cups there, which symbolize some kind of love is still left there. Okay, let's look a little bit deeper. Yeah, guys, I'm really feeling like for these next couple of weeks, you guys are really starting to figure out what it is you want to put your energy into and what it is you finally need to let go of. Okay, you got the Chariot card here, which is about movement. You've got the Five of Pentacles, which is, you know, kind of worrying about the loss of money. So I'm kind of feeling like split with this. I feel like for some that I'm tapping into, this definitely has to do with more of the financial sector. Perhaps, you know, thinking about switching up your career or just job in general, or some kind of money-making opportunity that maybe you want to let go of. And I also feel for some of you guys that this has to do with a past love situation. Okay, so let me look a little bit deeper. Yeah, I keep getting like 1 card for love, 1 card for, you know, financial stuff. But either way, you guys are really not trusting, you know, seeing past the situation at hand with the 8 of Swords. It's like you're afraid to leave your situation, you know, fear of, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone because it might make you more uncomfortable, right? And I feel like you're ready to start something new. It's like you want to have that domestic bliss with the 10 of Cups. You know, you want to pursue something new. And the Ace of Wands, by the way, is also a very, very sensual card. Okay, so this is about, you know, sexuality and offer of passion, okay? But it's also about, you know, following your passion, starting something new that ignites that passion within you. And I do feel like you are going to hear some kind of a message regarding how you can do that with the Princess of Wands, okay? This is akin to the Page of Wands, a message about passion. Yeah, guys, I'm really feeling like, you know, you guys are kind of stuck in the past at this point, the ones that I'm tapping into. I feel like something is coming back up for you guys that you are going to have to judge with the Judgment card, okay? You're going to have to start really figuring out what you want to keep around you and what you want to dismiss. Okay, so let's look a little bit deeper into this, because I'm feeling like it's divided between love and finances, because you're getting a lot of pentacles. And pentacles actually represent, you know, financial endeavors, you know, earthly realm, things of that nature. So if you guys have been feeling really stuck lately and feeling as though, you know, you can't really make a decision, you're stuck in that 2 of Swords energy that we saw earlier, I do feel like these next couple of weeks, Pisces, is really going to be more where you're going to be feeling more movement happening. And I do feel like some decisions are going to need to be made here with the Lovers card. Now, the Lovers card also symbolizes just that, lovers, right? And I feel like for some of you guys, this has to do with having to choose between keeping, you know, a past lover and pursuing something new, because you got that Ace of Wands, which is about something new. And I feel like, you know, karmic justice is being served now. Okay, so whether this has to do with being in the financial realm, where it's like, you know, you haven't been happy with your job, you don't like your coworkers, you don't like your boss, you're bored, you're not stimulated, I do feel like that is going to be more balanced for you. And I do feel like you are going to have, you know, some movement in that area, but you have to choose to step out of that comfort zone. Now, the other ones that I'm tapping into has to do with love, okay? And I do feel like this is about having to choose between 2 lovers. Let's look a little bit deeper into that juicy scenario. Yeah, guys, because you guys are coming off as the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands energy is very sexy, very sensual, very magnetic. One that, you know, catches attention. When this person walks into the room, people are turning their heads and they're definitely noticing this Queen of Wands energy. This isn't gender specific, by the way. And I feel like that's how you guys are coming off, you know, in your natural state. But because you've been stuck in this, you know, kind of limbo between 2 decisions, you have been feeling internally very stagnant, okay? And I feel like you've been really caught up in your head with the King of Swords card here. King of Swords is about being, you know, very logical, trying to be, you know, kind of aloof from emotions. And I feel like you guys have just been kind of wanting some alone time. And with the Hermit card, this is all about, you know, taking the needed solitary time to be able to dig in deep and do some self-reflection and figure out what it is you're actually looking for, okay? For one thing, guys, what I'm seeing is that you guys need to take some kind of a break here with the Four of Swords. Now, I know some of you guys are like, but if I'm feeling stagnant, I should be making some kind of a move. The problem with that is because you have so many swords in, your reading here, what that means is that you're very stuck in your head. So if you go ahead and make a move, it's going to be preemptive. You're not going to be happy with the results. So this is why that Hermit card is coming up for you guys, and that King of Swords, because it's about really getting your thoughts together, getting them in line, lining up those ducks, right? So that you can really feel like you're making an informed decision. And this can do with, again, the love sector or the financial sector. But you definitely have some kind of an offer of love coming up, guys. Page of Cups, this is about a message about, somebody wanting to come near you. And I feel like this is going to help you make some forward movement with the Six of Swords. This is also sometimes about actual moving or traveling. Yeah, guys, you have somebody coming after you. I'm telling you, Queen of Cups. This is somebody, look at her. She's literally offering a cup, right? She's like, here's my cup, sip of it. It's some homemade moonshine. It's delicious, right? And you're like, let me see, wine or moonshine? Familiar, unfamiliar. Which one sounds best, right? And I feel like that's where you guys are at. I feel like ultimately what you want is the Four of Wands, which is about commitment. Some people also refer to this as the 1111 card because of the four pillars, right? So this is about walking into a new existence, okay? Yeah, I feel like you guys got to use your magic. You got to dig into that, right? This is about using that Hermit energy to be able to really figure out what it is you want. And the Magus, or the Magician, is all about, really, using what's around you to be able to manifest something that you want, okay? And I feel like that's where you guys are at for these next couple of weeks, Pisces. I feel as though, it's kind of half and half. Like I said, I feel like half of you, this has to do with more the career sector. You guys might be feeling very bored with what you're doing and you're wondering what your soul's purpose is. And I feel like because you have some cards from the past, this is going to ask you to revisit things that you may have wanted to do in the past but didn't follow up on because you took a more practical approach. Okay, so I do feel like, the advice for you guys is to sit down with yourself, really decide whether or not you can put up with the current career that you're in right now any longer, or if it's slowly killing your soul, because I've definitely been there myself. And I know how hard that is to really start to make yourself go to work and actually do a good job with it. So then you start to get, your confidence level gets hit a little bit because you're not putting in the passion into the work anymore, and it's going to show. Okay, so I would suggest, taking the time, really figuring out, if you want to stay where you're at or if you're unhappy enough to start really manifesting something else. For the other part of you guys with the love situation, I do feel like you guys are choosing between two options here. I feel like you guys have many options, but I feel like two stand out for you in particular. And I feel like one is somebody from the past and the other one is somebody who's brand new, because that Ace of Wands and, the different messages that we got about somebody offering something. And I feel like for you guys, you got to do that. You got to do that soul searching. You got to figure out what it is you want. If you're thinking of aspects of both parties, maybe the best choice is really just to be the Hermit and, wait until you find somebody that kind of encompasses all of those things together. Okay? I hope that was helpful, guys. It seems like you guys are going to be a little bit split with your decision making, but I do feel like if you do the meditation and you do the the soul searching on either the financial or, the love stuff, I do feel like you are going to come up with a more defined answer. And if you need additional help and you want to get a reading with me, you can reach me at the email address below, and I would be more than happy to set something up with you guys. Okay? Pisces, thank you again for being like my most viewed people, and I really, really, really appreciate that, and that's why I'm releasing yours first. Keep at it. I love you guys, and I will be seeing you soon. Thanks, Pisces. Bye.